party base and paved the way for Democratic victories all across the country in November, with one obvious goal in mind: to put a Democrat in the White House.
Look, it's very hot in here. You guys have a lot of work to do, so I won't take a whole lot of time. First of all, I want to thank Carol for her kind introduction, but also for leading this effort to make sure that Barack Obama ends up in the White House. I think that State Representative Ross Hunter is here. If he is, I want him to wave his hand so we all And if anybody else is here from the elected official, they better raise their hand, because this is kind of hard to pick you out in the crowd. I also want to thank Jay Inslee for coming by this morning. And I'm going to spend most of my time talking about Barack's race, but I just want to emphasize two other races. One, we can add to the number of Democrats in the United States Congress for Washington by electing Darcy Berner. Because the Republicans always march in lockstep, and sadly Dave Rockford is not an exception to that. They are all Bush Republicans, and if you want change, you can't re-elect Dave Rockford. You're not elect Darcy Berner. I come to Washington State a lot. This is an important state for us, and I've probably come here 5 or 6 times, maybe more, during my term as DNC chair. Everybody I talk to, from the business community to the machinists to everybody else, thinks that Christine Gregoire is one of the really great governors. We need to make sure that Governor Gregoire gets elected. Washington is lucky to have Christine Gregoire. We need to keep her. We do not need to turn this over to the far right. Well, this is too good a state for that. Now, as you're all out canvassing and working really hard, we want to make sure that we get this vote total up. We want to make sure that there's a big turnout in Washington State that will elect not only Barack Obama, but also will carry in Christine Gregoire and Darcy Berner, because I know if Barack wins here big, Christine Gregoire will get reelected, and he's definitely going to win in Darcy Berner's district, and we need to have Darcy Berner there too. Before I came in here, I stopped off at the machinists. A bunch of them were just going off to picket. Let me tell you who the enemy of jobs is in Washington State. His name is John McCain, and he's John McCain is a job killer in Washington State. I have never met a guy who had the nerve to run for president of the United States after trying to ship our jobs elsewhere by supporting the European bid to build American tankers. Those jobs belong here in America. And we're building things to the United States Armed Forces. And John McCain tried to outsource the most important industry here in Washington State. He doesn't deserve any votes from Washington State. He sent new jobs to Europe. We can do better than that electing a Democrat. Imagine electing a president who sends your job to Europe. Part of his policy is to send your jobs to Europe. We can do better than that. We ought to stand with the machinists in this one because their jobs are at stake, and those are good-paying Washington State jobs here in Washington State. Now, it shouldn't be a big surprise that John McCain didn't mind shipping your jobs off to someplace else, because he's got 170 lobbyists working for him. 177 of them are managing his campaign. We have a report coming out today. 170 lobbyists. This isn't the campaign